I've had a lot of videos about Steven Crowder. Well, here's one more for you. I've been watching some of his latest content, and I must say, I'm very surprised in him. First of all, this guy who is never really an anti-Trumper, but he certainly wasn't pro-Trump by any means, and that's okay if that's who you are. And there's certainly valid criticisms about Trump, and I have nothing against anyone that makes those. But since Steven Crowder's in, especially since he's in with that weirdo Glenn Beck, and he's friends with that other weirdo Ben Shapiro, certainly he would never come out as pro-Trump, and he certainly never was pro-Trump, even if he never said he's anti-Trump. But he actually gave credit where credit is due, and surprised many people by praising Trump with the way that he handles the media, not backing down and pointing out there's no one else that could be president that would handle things this way, and he gave credit where credit is due. So that was the first video that surprised me. And then recently he had this skit that was a kind of a parody of George Carlin's 7 Dirty Words You Can't Say on TV. Well, he did 7 dirty words that you can't say on YouTube, and I thought that that may have been the best, funniest sketch that he's ever done. So certainly that was surprising. I can't even really remember the last time Crowder's been funny, but that was absolutely hilarious. That was gold. That was my son making a noise off camera. But the question is now, because Crowder seems to be redeeming himself, and he's certainly surprising me, and I can see from the comments, he's surprising a lot of other people as well. I've made a lot of criticisms about Crowder. Now, do I owe him an apology? And the answer is no, absolutely not. I don't owe Crowder an apology, because the criticisms I made were valid when I made them, and I think they're probably still valid. However, I do think I owe Crowder a congratulations. Congratulations to going back to making better content. And it makes you wonder if did Glenn Beck's check fail to cash or something? What is going on that he's doing this other stuff, and somehow he came back to doing this really great sketch. So I just want to say to Crowder, congratulations. Now you're really becoming a man of the people with this, instead of just a neocon that wants to cozy up to the likes of Jordan Peterstein and Ben Shapiro and whoever else, and Glenn Beck certainly. But good job, Crowder. I'm a man that likes to give credit where credit is due, and I know on this channel I spend a lot of time criticizing other people, but the people that I criticize and ridicule, I do it because I think they're truly evil people, and I think if you use humor, that's more apt to influence people to kind of waking up that, hey, maybe some of these guys like Shapiro, they're not really on our side. It's not in our best interest to support what they want us to support at times. And Crowder, I've never said that he was a bad guy, a bad person. He's certainly a guy that I disagree with a lot, and that's okay to disagree with people, as long as they're being honest and genuine in their beliefs, and there's no sort of subversive movement reasoning behind it, some sort of agenda, where they're just trying to subvert you, like many of the other people I've talked about. So I've never tried to give the impression that Crowder was a bad guy, and certainly he's going back to doing good stuff, so good work, Crowder.